Hey guys, so we're back with Wind Waker. I think all we have left to do is fight Ganon, so let's get to it. So he should be there. Hey bro. I haven't, I've actually never watched it, and it's one of those shows why is it on right now? Is that what the deal is? I knew it was coming up. Shit, that's not what I wanted. But no, I've never watched it. Yeah, it's what I really want to watch because I loved Seinfeld, and I don't know though. I think the thing that's kind of always held me back a bit was that Larry David just doesn't. I don't know. I just don't like Larry David. He just doesn't. I find him irritating. And I was a big fan of George in Seinfeld, and I don't understand how they got George from Larry David because Larry David wasn't very likable. Yeah. Well, at least in everything I've seen him on. I have to give it a chance, but I think that's why I've always kind of steered clear of it. Seinfeld was like a massive show, though, when I was growing up, though, so it's kind of impossible to... Like, it was a big deal back then. It's different to watch now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow on me. It's just that he just rubbed me the wrong way at some point at the beginning, and I just never went back to it. I have to, though, because it's supposed to be good and whatever, but... I kind of got out of watching, like, TV shows a lot, though, in the last... Like, I've kind of only gotten back into it over the last, 5-7 years. There was a while I just didn't watch TV very much at all. Probably because I haven't paid for cable in ages. So basically, if anything was... yeah, right. It wasn't that bad. I don't know, he just rubbed me the wrong way. I can't explain it. We've never been intimate, willing or not. Ah, I see. Very clever. Not that way. Because that's gross. For me, that's gross. Larry David is not my kind. So yeah, I don't remember the ending of this very well. I've got like a vague idea, but I don't know how much we have ahead of us here. I don't know that he's my boy. I wouldn't say he's my kind. I know he is trolling today, eh? Did you guys watch Discovery? I couldn't watch it, by the way. My streaming service puts it up tomorrow night, and the channel that I was going to stream it off of online, the login kept screwing up, so I couldn't actually... Oh, here it comes. Inhumans again. Yeah. What channel airs the Inhumans down there? I'm trying to figure out where to get it from here. So I gotta figure out who carries ABC up here. I thought it was a Netflix show for some reason. Okay, I'll figure it out. But Discovery, I'll watch it. If anybody wants to watch it tomorrow, I'll watch it tomorrow with you guys. I can stream it. Okay. Let's see. Here, How long does, what's it called, run for? Curb Your Enthusiasm. Because I just remembered that I saw a thing for, notification for Phil. Isn't he streaming tonight? That's, that's too bad. I might still watch it anyway. I don't think you can really spoil anything. I don't know. Who? What? Phil's doing Curb? He's probably doing a Star Trek thing tomorrow then. Yeah, so Alan, if you have time to watch tomorrow night, I could do a rabbit thing with you if you want. I'm looking forward to it. I was expecting to watch it tonight. Gotcha. Thanks, bro. I don't know. I mean, I pretty much watch any of Phil's streams, so I'll probably end up watching it. I just, I'll have no background info at all, except that I'm not a massive fan of Larry David. He's just not... okay, I gotta let it go. Cool, Alan. We'll do it up. I don't know if anyone else didn't get to watch it, but, I don't know, I think that rabbit thing's pretty cool. Like, I'd like to do more of that if anybody's in, because, I don't know. I just think I think it works pretty well. Alan wasn't a fan of the red wig either. Episode 2. Oh, Star Trek? Well, I can access that. I should be able to do that too, if you want. How are you watching it? CBS All Access? I really hope that service dies. It really bugs me too. I don't know. I don't know. Is it worth it for anybody? Like, are there any other big shows on that people would really pay for a service for? With ads? Like, that's insane to me that there's still ads. That you have to pay for it and you have to watch ads. I think I saw Critch talking about it. Gotcha. But yeah, Critch was saying there's like 6 minutes of ads. Like, yeah, I know. I don't know what other properties CBS has. Like, I'm not as, like, that branding doesn't mean as much to me, because we don't have, like, CBS up here. So I don't really associate any shows with it. Yeah, exactly, Alan. It doesn't make any sense that they think they can get away with putting ads on top of making you pay. It doesn't smell right, that whole situation. Okay. Oh, it's on. I like the guys in black, though. That's pretty hardcore. Black and red. Targaryen. What? How do you miss? Whoa. Okay, that was just... Just ran into this fire. Just warming up. Me with a sword and this guy with one hand. That is not a smart man. Are those supposed to be Dobermans or something? I'm not really sure what that's about. Are they supposed to be like, maybe they're supposed to be like, kind of like Horus from Egyptian mythology. But they look like Dobermans to me, the head at least. What's going on? scary. Ugh. I don't know. I think that show's a bit too... I don't know. A bit too much. I didn't mind it at the beginning, but it's a bit... It's just too much. CSI, I didn't even realize CSI was still going. Unless it's one of the offshoots. Like, the original CSI was good. It feels like it was a long time ago that was on, though. Miami was okay, although I don't know. What's his face? What the hell's his name? It's not Horatio, is it? Anyway, I wasn't as big a fan of the lead. I haven't watched any of the other shows aside from that. Hawaii Five-0, I'm surprised that's still going, too. But, what's her name? There's a girl from Battlestar in that show. That's the only thing I know about it. And NCIS I've never watched. Yeah, no, the original CSI was sweet. Before they started losing a lot of their characters. But that was the best one, in my opinion, by far. I'd never watched New York, just didn't care. What else did they do? They did, like, CSI... There's some, like, add-on. What was it? CSI... Special something? Special unit or special... whatever. Didn't like what? What was the spoof? Okay, what am I doing? It's like special, like SAU or SIU. Was that CSI? Or is that something else? I don't know, again, like there's a period where I just wasn't watching TV at all, so I kind of go in and out of these shows. Oh, Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I didn't get the I didn't get that the LT was Lieutenant, but that's hilarious. Lieutenant Dan. It's so funny that everybody thinks of him. Oh, that's right, Law and Order. Yeah, okay. I kind of mixed them together because they're both kind of procedural dramas. Original Law and Order was sweet. I really liked that, but I think CSI kind of made it a bit more... I mean, it was years later, but yeah, I liked the original Law and Order too. But I think you're right, there were a couple offshoots of that one too. Yeah, it was like special whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. So, maybe this will work? SVU, there you go. Isn't, I always mix the reality shows up because I give zero shits about them, but isn't, what's the big one that's been on forever? Survivor? Is that CBS too? I still can't believe that show's still going. But... okay, so that's where the sword goes. Okay, so I don't know if they're still trying to push that as a marketable franchise. They probably are. People love that shit. I just never got into reality TV. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I know it's not popular. At least it really wasn't popular at the time. People might not be as into it now, but... American Idol? Yeah, I don't know if that's still... I really don't know. I just don't get how they keep pumping it out. Like, it doesn't seem like that show always struck me as like a couple seasons and then they changed the principle somehow. The idea that they can still be going, like, how many years has it been on? Like, I remember when it first came out, it was like early 2000s. All the talent ones I also don't know either. Okay, let's try to focus here. For me. You guys don't have to focus at all. I just... right now I'm confused because that's where I pulled the sword out. Got all these dudes. And I think... oh, okay, I think I have to go outside. Yeah, no, I'm thinking like 2002? 2001? Like, I was up north at the time, I know that much. So that's a while ago. Okay, so I can actually go this way. Yeah, me neither anymore. I think that might have been the last time I actually had. Yeah, it was a couple of years after that I got rid of cable. I just brought it back this year because I got a really good deal, but I canceled it after 1 year because they were going to try to get me to pay twice as much. And except HBO, I really didn't watch that much TV. I guess I watched Orphan Black, so that counts. You guys ever watch that show? Empire. Yeah, Gotham's one. I watched a couple episodes of it. I liked it. But I just never. I must have gotten distracted by something. I do that with TV. Like I'll, be trying something and I'll get distracted by something else. Gotham's interesting. It just feels kind of funny. It feels funny because there are obviously inconsistencies with Batman. Like I was a huge Batman fan growing up. Like I still kind of am. So it was weird, like the difference, like the age differences, and I don't know. It would almost be cool if they made it non-canon. Like if they went way out and instead of Bruce becoming Batman, it was like Gordon becomes Batman or something. Like that would be interesting if they did something really different rather than kind of having. Again, it might have changed a lot since I've seen it. Like, but they focused a lot on Bruce and Selena Kyle, which is awkward with that age difference. But whatever. I'll probably try it again. Just my thing with Batman is I like the villains the most. And, I mean, Batman's pretty hardcore. But that's all it's all about. I don't know, I got into Batman because it was massive when I was a kid. Yeah, no, I never got into any of the not the cartoons, the comics, like alternate timelines. Like I know, like both DC and Marvel both went crazy. Who's the Marvel fanboy? You talking to Alan or me? I haven't said anything about Marvel yet, so I'm guessing Alan. The animated series was awesome. I love the anime. I actually watched the whole thing a couple years ago. Oh, okay, the other thing that kind of turned me off, I don't know, you'll notice, like, there's certain actors or actresses I just don't like. I don't know why, it just is. And I don't like Jada Pinkett Smith. And it might have been The Matrix that, did that to me, I don't know. But I'm just not a fan of hers. She just irritates me. What, animated series? I loved it. Yeah, as I said, I watched it, I think, last summer. The only thing that's hilarious that I don't remember noticing as much as a kid is how much they avoid violence. Like, nobody dies, there's no blood. So, like, he'll throw a guy off a roof, and magically he'll land on, like, one of those awnings, like the coverings that would go over doorways, and he'd bounce off. Like, that would happen, like, every show. So that happens a lot. Like, they're obviously trying to make it very family-friendly. Matrix 1 is great. Yeah, the first one was great. They subsequently got worse and worse. I got to watch them, though, in a pretty cool venue. When I still lived in Toronto, my brother, one of his buddies was, like, really... Okay, that's an awkward way of introducing the story. My brother's friend's mom was like VP of Warner Brothers Canada. So, and by where I lived, there was like a big Warner Brothers building. Well, not that close, but maybe like 15 minutes away. And we got to use their VIP screening rooms and shit. So it was awesome. It was ridiculous what they had there. Like they had these private screening rooms where they'd have like seats, like these massive cushy seats for like maybe 15, 20 people. And we got to see those movies before they came out. Unfortunately, they weren't great, but it was still pretty cool to get to do that. The second one wasn't terrible. The third one was terrible. But the first one was like epic. Even with Keanu's wooden acting. Yeah, no, I was stoked when he told me that. And I don't know. It would have been really cool. Like if you worked there, you'd be able to just see like any movie all the time in these private places with like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat. That kid was probably so spoiled though. Like you gotta imagine, like she was probably doing pretty well for herself if she was, you know, VP of whatever at Warner Brothers. Back at the time, you know, like, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s, whenever that was. I can't remember. You know what's funny is they never made a decent Matrix video game. And actually, now that I think about it, they could have done like a decent, like animated series, or even like, you know, one of those CG ones. I remember they brought out, what was it, the Animatrix, which was like a whole bunch of CG shorts. Like, I think they could have done something with that. They could have brought it back up, you know, the universe. But the Wachowskis just don't have the same cachet as they did then, though. They could have, like, you know, they literally could have taken a shit on a piece of paper and sold it for millions, because that's, I guess, eventually what they did with a couple of their movies. It's too bad, but whatever. That's what I guess that's what the movie industry's like, but that's an example of, like, where you have, like, the mystery being, you know, the exciting part of a movie or a show, and as soon as you start to explain everything, it gets really, well, it gets worse, because almost what you imagined, or the, you know, thinking about what could be is what made it so great. Once you try to, like, connect all the dots and, like, make up, you know, the architect and, you know, Zion and all this kind of crap, it's a different movie. It's a different story, and it's just not as good. That was one of those heartbreaking moments when I walked in. I mean, I still was, like, fascinated with certain things. Like, certain things were still cool, but I don't know. Like, what was that, like, the big rave that they had downstairs with, like, all the people, and then randomly, like, Neo and Trinity are hooking up, and it's just awkward as hell. I mean, realistically, Neo is just, not Neo, Keanu Reeves is pretty awkward. Period. I don't think he does, shit. You know, love scenes very well. It's funny, he actually went to one of my high school, Keanu Reeves. Not when I was there. I don't know how old he is. He'd be several years before I was there. What, the sex scene? What are we shitting? The sex scene was awkward as fuck. It was so unnecessary. You want to talk Matrix? I can talk Matrix. I actually just watched a movie of theirs the other day that I thought looked kind of cool, but it wasn't. Well, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't what I was hoping it would be. But it got kind of panned by critics. What was it? Jupiter Rising? It was okay. It's not that bad, Alan. The first one's great, although, I mean, I think I watched them not that long ago. I've been on a real nostalgic kick for, like, the last year. But, I mean, there are some things that are really aged, and, like, you know, they kind of, I'll use Phil's term because I think it works. They kind of yada-yada over a lot of the technical aspects of it. You know what does it well, actually? I don't know if you guys watched this, but, I don't remember if Sean Bean is, but Mila Kunis is. What was terrible? Jupiter Rising? Oh yeah, no, it wasn't good. It was a. I was expecting it to be, or I was hoping it could be like a comeback type movie for them. No, it wasn't a good movie. I said it was okay. Like, I'd give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I know a lot of people. Maybe a 5. Nah, I don't know. 5, I don't know, but a lot of people would give it like a 2 or a 3. A lot of people really hated on that movie. But, I don't remember. Maybe Sean Bean, isn't it? I forget. But, yeah, a show that does, like, the whole, like, computer, like, hacking and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys ever watched Mr. Robot. Big fan of that show. Quite a big fan. I mean, first season was amazing. Second season, I know some people shit on it. I still liked it. Minus 0.6? That's pretty harsh. I watched the entire movie, so it can't be less than a 5. Like, I seldom will walk out of a movie. Like, it happens, but it's very rare. And I watched the whole thing, so I gotta give it at least a... Yeah, I think he's like a supporter, something, I don't know. I don't remember much about the movie, to be honest. But whatever. It's definitely... It's one of the cheesier sci-fi movies I've seen in the last 20 years. Like, Mr. Robot's worth watching. I would support that. And, I'm kind of trained, like, I know a fair bit about what he does, like, in terms of, like, I don't know how to say it, like, you know, security, hacking, all that kind of crap. And, they're not talking out of their ass most of the time, which is good. I forget where I saw it. I wouldn't pay for it. It was on, some streaming service. But yeah, Mr. Robot, I liked it a lot. I'm worried about where maybe they're going with the whole conspiracy side, because that could also get screwy. But it's good. I would watch it. I'd recommend it. Hell, I'd watch it again. I probably will before it comes out again. I don't know when it actually is returning. Probably soon, actually. Yeah, Broke, you should watch it. I don't know. I really liked it. I know some people may be intimidated by, or I don't know why. I think some people might be intimidated by like the techno side of it. Techno battle, whatever. There isn't a ton of it. Basically, it's basically just, you know, hacking and this weird guy. I mean, they always kind of go with like the weird character whenever it's like, you know, computer related, or it's almost like they want to have like, you know, like everybody's got to be like crazy smart but useless socially. Like they kind of stereotype. Like autistic characteristics, or what used to be called like idiot savant, where like, I don't know if they still use that. It's probably politically incorrect term. Basically it meant like you're brilliant at one thing, but you're, you know, very deficient at others. I'm sure that's not what they call it anymore, but that's, I don't know, that was the official term. But what else? Who else is in it? I mean, Christian Slater is in it, and I think he did decently. I haven't seen him, like I haven't even thought of him as like an A-list actor in quite some time, but and there's some twists, like it's but next season will tell whether or not they had a plan, or whether they just had a couple things they wanted to push, and you know what I mean? Like, that's the trick though, like when you've got complicated storylines and like complex characters and all this kind of stuff, especially if you've got twists or, you know, suspense, it's difficult to keep that going once you've started to expose things. I guess I'm on a theme here. But that's what I worry about with Westworld, because like I almost worry about having the same kind of deal as The Matrix, right? Where the first movie was all kind of like mysterious. In fact, Westworld had a more complicated plot with timelines, right? Like the what's it called? Not the diverting timelines. Whatever. There wasn't like a continuous or linear timeline. That added a lot of intrigue to the storyline, right? But now that that's exposed, and I don't know if they still can do that, or if they try to replicate it, it might be difficult to have the same effect. Now, especially now that people are going to be expecting it. Like, plus you've lost one of your major characters in Anthony Hopkins, who was ridiculously good in it. And I'm not even a massive, well, I wasn't even a massive fan of his until that show. Or maybe I just hadn't had a whole lot of experience with him. But I was quite impressed with that. But the problem is, and maybe they can correct this going into the second season, is that all the characters they're now replacing Anthony Hopkins with kind of just got lip serviced throughout the first season. And that guy, the writer, I don't know, that character means less than nothing to me. So I hope they don't try to make him some big guy, because he's just a turd. But that girl, I don't know. We'll see. But maybe they'll make Dolores the major like villain instead of main character. I could handle if, Bernard, and and Maeve became the major characters, and then what's her face went into, you know, became a negative or a villain. Guy in Black though, not really sure where. I don't know if he's going to be around forever. Like, I almost kind of expected him to die in that season. But no, season 1 was amazing. Like, it was one of my favorite shows I've seen in a long time. And I don't like westerns at all. So, what do we got here? Yeah, no, I like him too. I just don't know what more you can really do with him. Like, I'm not really sure where they're going. Don't get me wrong, though. It could be that they have a really great idea and I just haven't thought of it, obviously. Or it just hasn't occurred to me because, no, I really like Bernard. Bernard, I just really like that actor. I don't know, he's just got charm. I don't know, I like him. And Maeve, what's her name? Shit, I forget her name. I can't remember her name, that's annoying. Anyway, I like her. She's always been kind of a supportive actress, and I like her having a bigger role. I also like they're kind of diversifying. Like, everybody isn't, you know... they're not just picking and choosing certain ages or certain demographics of people to show or give major roles. Also, the fact that she's nude, obviously, I'm not complaining about that, but I mean, you don't see a lot of women her age doing that. Like, they typically keep it between, like, 20 and 27, so I kind of like that they're not... It doesn't seem like a cookie-cutter show. I mean, obviously, we've got, like, random male nudity, too, which is... whatever. It's important to have, because otherwise it kind of... I don't know. Girls watch it, too, but... if it's just young, hot girls, it kind of makes it a little less real. I don't know. Danny Newton, thank you, Alan. That was... My memory is not great today. I've had gone a couple days without good sleep, and I find my memory is the first thing that goes, so... Thank you for that. That would have irritated me. I think that's the second time you've saved me today, so thank you. What was the other one? Oh, QuickTime events. Ha! Although, you know what? Speaking of Westworld, what would have been cool is if they had let her go, and if you would have had a storyline of her in the city, and then having to learn about, you know, the world. That would have been a kind of cool thing. Ha! Yeah, I'm just going off. Will you guys tell me to shut up if you're getting bored? I'm just in a mood today for some reason. I just feel like talking. You get me going on certain things I have opinions on, I'll go off. I'm trying to think of other shit the Wachowskis did, though. Like, I know they I never saw that Speed Racer one. A Speed Racer never meant anything to me, so I guess if you're a kid growing up and you like that, then it might mean more. I don't know. I don't think it did very well. I think it cost a lot for them to make. I think that was kind of like a hero project for them. Like, yeah, Westworld is the... Do we know when it's coming back yet? I've got no patience for waiting in between seasons anymore. Like, I'm so used to either being able to watch all of them at once, like I'm late to watching shows. I love doing that, where you can just binge it or just watch it straight for a long time. Actually, that's the way I really like it. I seldom like waiting for seasons to come out. Spring 2018 is okay, but tomorrow would be better. Should let them know. Okay, so what do we got here? Anything down there? I like how my sword glows now. Okay, so what's coming this fall? Okay, Mr. Robot is coming this fall, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry guys, I'm moving really slow here, but it's okay. I'm also just hoping they actually get their shit together with Game of Thrones and not dick around like they did last year in terms of release dates. Like, just tell us, like, you don't need 2 years to make it unless they're waiting for the book. And I guess we'll never know until the end. Speaking of which, where the fuck is that book? Sorry. Yeah, that's right, Sense8. I was looking on one of my streaming services tonight. I just made a massive list. You'll like this, bro. I added Riverdale and Supernatural to my watch list on the service. So, and Sense8 I was debating about, but I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know if you guys have heard. It got canceled, didn't it? What were the other ones I added? Black Mirror was one. I don't know if it's any good. Dark Matter. I know Enchantment of Eternity. Like, I think that's what it was. Liked that one. Okay, so I'm not really sure what the hell I'm doing. Oh shit! Okay, just fucking die, buddy. Got canceled. What was the other one? There are a couple ones. So Dark Matter was one. There's another space show. What's it called? Sense8. What was the other space show? Crap. Dark Matter, and then The Expanse. No, I know sorry, I didn't say The Expanse, but that's the one I know. It's like The Something. Yeah, The Expanse. Shit. It's like a bunch of misfits kind of crap. I'm gonna have to look this up in a second. The Expanse is great though. If you guys like sci-fi, I'm a big fan. And oh, fuck, okay, I'm gonna look it up. Give me a sec. It's like The Something. No, not that. Oh, I haven't seen that. I don't. Okay, what's The Leftovers about? I've heard good things about it. American Gods, I'm looking forward to, although I've heard mixed things about it. I've read the books, and I'm a big fan. So it's just space. Sorry guys, I'm just looking up that show because it's really gonna kill me. You watched it, Alan? Oh, Broke, are you saying things that are coming back soon? Killjoys, that's the other show I was thinking about. Dark Matter. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people go on about how good it is. I don't know much. I think. Okay, wait a second. I think I vaguely remember the plot line. It's something like the majority of the population of the world dies from a disease or something, and the leftovers is about the people that remain. Is that right? Sounds right, but it could totally be a different show. I don't remember. Oh, okay, cool. So I've never seen the Blacklist. American Gods, I really should watch it. It's hard though when you read. I mean, I always have this issue. Sorry, I got a notification. What was I saying? Oh, right, where you read the books first and then you see a show get cast and it never really matches what you thought. I always struggle with like buying into it if I've already got my own idea. Same thing happened with Game of Thrones because I watched read all the books before I watched the show. There's one wait that would have killed me. Like, I'm bitching because I had to wait for wins. But I mean, if I'd started in '96 with Game of Thrones, like I got on really late with those books. I don't know if I'd still be into it if I had to wait that long for each book. Like, I probably would have moved on. I can't imagine waiting, like, what is it? It's been 10 years or 11 years since first book came out. Like, that's pretty crazy. I think I've seen her before. Which book are we talking about that she does? Lav? I think I've heard. Maybe she's been in the chat or something when Phil was doing a show. I recognize it somehow. Don't piss me off. Oh, okay. Shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, totally. Toss me a link. I'll check it out. I'm always looking for new channels to get on. So I'm like a fiend when it comes to certain things. Like, I'll want to watch stuff all the time, and like, understandably, like, you know, people take time to do stuff. Plus, typically, Game of Thrones, during the Game of Thrones season, is more busy for a lot of the channels I watch, and then it kind of dies down afterwards. Or you just juggle what channels you go to, but yeah, no, definitely. I'll take a look. Crap, what am I doing? So, let's just do this. Nope. Okay, cool. Which podcast? Taboo. I don't know if I've heard that one. I'm guessing I'm about to fight someone here, so. Oh, I bet. Wait, why can't I use any? What? I can't use any of my weapons. What's that about? Or just... Okay. What the fuck is going on? I have to reset them again? What was that about? Why did I have to do that again? Come on, buddy. It feels like I'm having to redo bosses I've already done. I'm pretty sure I had to do this one already. Oh crap, I forgot to use this thing. It's a weird song for Zelda. Okay, maybe I missed something. Who's AK? Oh shit. What is this, baby? Oh, fuck me. That's not where I want to be. God damn. It's smoked here. Oh, really? Okay, who's Alicia Kingston? I don't know who that is. Is that another YouTuber? Podcaster? I never liked the word YouTuber. Stop using it. Whenever I think of YouTubers, I think of like all the guys that are doing, the people that are in like the trending now shit. And that makes me embarrassed to use it. Sorry if I really like that stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that was a show. Oh my god, come on. Going on here? Let's go, bud. I think this is perfect. Okay, come on. Let's go. So we can die. That's all we need. We need this house. If I go over there, I'm gonna be too late. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay, I can't go. Whoa, that was weird. I thought my TV was fucking up. I don't remember that. I don't know, I think a friend's better than being a YouTuber. No, when I think of YouTuber, I think of, I don't know, there's so many of these guys, it's like all reaction videos and, like stupid shit. I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little judgmental, but it's always the same faces and the same, like, pretending that it's, I don't know, it seems so superficial. I don't mean like talk about real stuff, I mean like pranks and like, you know, people talking about like making fun of other people, like, I don't know, PewDiePie is another one, I don't know, I think he's a douche, but whatever. If this is what it looks like, I feel bad. Maybe it's just that I don't know, maybe I'm not I mean, I'm definitely not the right demographic for that, so that could be it too, but it just, I think there are two sides of YouTube, and one of it, like, one side is awesome, where it's just people getting together and talking about stuff, and, like, teaching stuff, and, like, just community. The other one's just basically, like fluffy, empty, you know, entertainment shit, pretending it's not fluffy, empty entertainment shit. Like, it's just as bad as TV. Well, that guy, I don't even know what he's doing. Like, I don't know. But it kills me these guys make so much money, but I don't know. I mean, that's not everything, right? Like, I wouldn't be happy with myself if that's what I did. Neither have I. I've seen clips of him doing stupid shit or, you know, saying stuff he shouldn't be saying, ultimately, which seems to be happening a lot with that guy. So, maybe one day he'll actually have to own up. That'd be cool. Because you can't, like, pretend you're not racist and throw out words, like, it's not an accident, you know? And then, I don't know, whatever. It just kind of triggers me a bit. What am I doing? Why do I have to keep setting my weapons, though? This is weird. But he's not American, though. He's, like, Swedish or something, right? He's Scandinavian? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I thought so. He might live in the States now. Who knows? What am I doing? Okay. This is... I forgot how much I hated this part of the game. Because the physics they have set up, or whatever the code they have for this whatever, you know, weather vane type thing, it's not right. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's not based on angles like it should be. It seems like it's based on how many times it's been hit or something. I always seem, maybe I'm just expecting too much. I could also handle doing... Wait, what we got here? I don't know who that is. Talisa Stark? Who's that? What is that for? Is that the end of the line? Doesn't look like it's the end of the line. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go. Oh, it is the end of the line. It just wasn't very clear. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, she's an attractive lady. I think her name's different in the book. That's my excuse. That whole storyline's very different in the book. I think I was talking about someone recently. I was Rob that lost the war. He shouldn't have done what he did. Yeah, you're right. So I don't know if I can make this, but let's give it a go. Okay. So now what? We somehow have to hit that. And it's too high. Can I... It'd be really cool if I could just do the wind, but I can't. Yeah, they kind of screwed up his storyline, though, in the show. They made it less... They made him like this petulant child, kind of like... Not really petulant, but they made it like he was entitled. Like he didn't think, oh, he didn't think there were consequences. He didn't, I don't know. Like the circumstances were different in the book. I don't want to be one of those guys that goes on about the book, but they took some liberties on the character. Not that he was like a brilliant guy to begin with, but like he wasn't that stupid where he's like, oh, she's pretty, so fuck it. It's funny though, because in the books it's like, all you need to look at is, like, never trust a woman. Like, that's the storyline. Like, has there been one positive experience with, like, a spouse or, like, a girlfriend? Like, I'm trying to think of any positives. Which is funny because Martin's, like, a big feminist, so it's funny that it appears that... I'm trying to think of any positive relationships. Yeah, exactly. But there are a lot of those, though. You don't have to just... You can just be more selective. Dude was a king. Plus, he didn't have to marry her at all. If he didn't want to. I mean, he didn't have to marry her. What I don't understand, though, in that, like, if you want to talk about, like, that world and how things were, is how Walder Frey just didn't get killed anyway. Like, why didn't anybody kill Walder Frey? Like, he wasn't that powerful, and nobody liked him, and they didn't trust him, so why bother letting him have... Like, I just don't understand. I just never... Whoa, fuck me. That's not cool. Sure, let's chill here. Oh, of course it knocks me off. Yeah, true, but she was young. She didn't do anything wrong, you're right. Sorry, when I was talking about, I meant like in relationships, like, the wife... And that's not to say the husbands were perfect by any stretch, but it just seemed like his commentary on relationships, it always seemed to be negative. Like, obviously Cersei's not a great, well, terrible wife. Who else was there? I mean, Selyse was a nutcase who was trying to get her husband to, you know, buy into some weird cult. And she had her own guards that didn't care about the king's wishes, that acted almost against him in some ways. You got Lysa, what's her name? Lysa Arryn, who again is a nutcase. Like, there are a lot of nutcases in that show. She betrayed her husband. I mean, what do you guys say? Catelyn? I don't know. I mean, she was okay, but she wasn't... I don't know. Yeah, it's too bad. She was just a casualty. Unfortunately, they never really developed her too much. But yeah, it is kind of odd how everybody else in that family, aside from Joffrey, seem to be okay people. No, I said, what's her face? Selyse was a nut. I'm trying to think of others, but it's escaping me. Yeah, well, you're right, though. She had a major impact on Ned getting killed. Although, realistically, that would have happened anyway. It's just... And what else did she did a couple of dumb things. But, I mean, it was pretty messed up time, so you can't really blame her, but... Okay, let's just let it go. So, maybe don't do it. Okay. You want to talk Game of Thrones? The only thing I was disappointed with, and Brooke, you're not going to like this, but I'm disappointed they didn't close off the Cersei storyline. Because now I feel like it's going to take up a fair bit of the season. Like, any episodes of the season, I feel like is wasted in King's Landing at this point. I think they really should have tied up that. I mean, Jaime should have left halfway through season. He should have left a while ago, but notwithstanding that, like, I just think that the whole Cersei storyline got kind of ridiculous this season. And again, it's just another thing they have to waste time on next season. I don't think it's worth very much, to be honest. But we'll see. No, really what it's about, though, about Cersei, though, is that it seemed really out of character. That she all of a sudden was like this capable, what's it called? Like, strategist. Like, it just didn't make sense. Like, that's why I think a lot of people were so confused about some of the storylines, because it didn't make sense that Cersei was playing, like, 10 moves ahead. Like, that isn't in her character. If anything, I'd say that's in Tyrion's character. So they almost, like, switched the people in this season. But I also think they kind of handcuffed her in terms of, like, emotional, like, in terms of her emotional responses. Like, she should have been devastated because of Tommen, but they made her into, like, a robot, and it just didn't make any sense. To me, at least. Like, it just didn't seem right. And it's not like I didn't like the character. I think she's a great villain. And obviously, like, Lena Headey has done amazing things with the character. Well, I hear people say it different ways. I used to always call her Cersei. But then I've heard a lot of people saying Cersei. And I guess most of the time I don't even say it out loud. So, thanks for making me feel uncomfortable, bro. Just kidding. But the Jaime and Cersei thing is just ridiculous at this point, though. Like, it's hard to understand. I don't know. But I did like the season overall. I just felt that storyline kind of... They seemed to... If anything I'd say about this season, it felt like... It felt like they were trying to stretch things out. Like, all of the random shit that happened in the beginning of the season to kind of, you know, cut down Daenerys' dominance. Like, it just seemed kind of... It seemed contrived, for lack of a better word. It just didn't seem... It was still fun, whatever, but you had to really suspend your analysis. Tommen betrayed her. She sacrificed so much. Are you being serious? About sacrificing? I don't think Cersei has sacrificed anything in her life. The only thing I think she ever sacrificed was her bed. Really. I don't think she's got an empathetic bone in her body. I could make a joke there. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot. I could do this. Why do I keep using that stupid thing? It's true. And I don't blame him, because she's an attractive lady. There's no way around it. Although I do like her better with long hair. Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know what, it's not even that I'm so much soured on Cersei. I just really feel like this season, and again, I was happy with a lot of it, but it got changed from a show that I was always impressed with the quality, and I could expect a high-level, dynamic, well-thought-out storyline, and this season became like a regular show that was good, but didn't have any of the stuff to hold it together. Like, it felt like it didn't have the same kind of strength that the other seasons had. So that's the only thing I was kind of disappointed with. Oh, totally. But I'd argue that book Cersei's smarter than show Cersei. Like, I'm more confidence in her than I do book Cersei. Which isn't to say a lot, but... Yeah, definitely. There's no question. Season 6. I wouldn't even put them on the same page. Like, season 6 was. Season 7 was a good season, but it's still probably maybe the second worst season in the show. And again, for a great show, it's not. It sounds bad, but it's still better than most everything else on TV. So don't get me wrong. But I really do think it suffers from not having. Source material. Like, it's obvious Dan and Dave aren't very good writers, or whoever's writing the shit just aren't the same level of writer, and it's noticeable. That's really the only thing. And it seems like they're just trying to get to the end goal without really caring about it making sense. Oh, that was close. Except now I need it. Crap. What do you mean beyond the wall? The dragon? You know what I kind of wish? I felt like they kind of sold it short. I don't know what George is going to do with the books. But, what I think was a really big missed opportunity was what the hell happened with, well, the High Sparrow and the Tyrells. Like, they kind of, in a hurry, just wiped out that whole storyline. Oh, you mean like going to go look for a white and bring it back? Yeah, that was ridiculous. It also made no sense, right? Like, I mean, it's a feel-good excuse. They don't want to kill people. But how did this come up out of nowhere after 6 seasons of warring? Like, when you can win, you bring up some weird, you know, ethical reason why you can't win. It's like there's so many constructed difficulties this season. Hell, they could have easily just killed her at the parlay. Like, it didn't make sense. And it didn't even make sense why they believed that she was, like, they would even think that she would sign on. Like, it didn't make any sense. But that's what I mean. Like, there are a couple of things this season that just didn't make sense. And if you tried to make it make sense, you basically had to make up storylines or make up things that just weren't told or shown. Like Arya and Sansa, for instance, that was just a clusterfuck. That's kind of what. That's. Sorry, don't get me going. Oh, he had. I mean, he had basically a choice, right? Either to accept that, assuming he knew his mom did it, which you got to believe he did. But even if he didn't, he just sold himself, or like bought in totally to this, you know, religion which no longer exists. He believed he loved that girl, and she was going to be his everything. And he's like, what, 13, so he's going to believe it. And he doesn't even want to be king, right? So he's, yeah, you're right, he lost everything. I mean, he doesn't have a dad. He doesn't really know Jaime. Jaime doesn't really spend any time with Tommen, or very little. And Cersei, I don't know. I could understand. But, I mean, I don't understand going that far, but... I mean, what other way could you get rid of him? Like, I think there's something... I don't know. I think there's something poetic about him taking his own life at that moment versus, you know, having him killed off by anybody, right? Like, him getting murdered isn't really a feel-good situation because he wasn't necessarily a bad guy aside from his last name. Maybe. We don't know that. And, I mean, Cersei's been putting out the propaganda, but why does anyone give a shit about what Cersei says? Like, she should have been... Like, there should be assassination attempts on her. Like, it doesn't make sense that she's able to rule, period. Like, she's got no awards, like, she's got no support, and the people hated her. And she killed the religious leader and most of the religion that these people worshipped, right? Like there should have been riots, but there, you know, that would happen in reality. I mean, that was already happening when she had more support, right? But you're right. There's a chance they would have made her out to be the evil one, but I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, how fondly could any of them look at Cersei? Like, Cersei. Yeah, exactly. Blow up the sept and everybody... No, they'd rush. They'd rush it. Like, religion is one thing that's, like, a massive motivator of action, right? Like, people don't think clearly. Like, if you threaten... Like, if you blow up, like, a church, like, that's a big deal. Not to mention that the leader's in there and... I don't know. But you know what? It's a TV show and you gotta enjoy it for what it is. It's still a wicked show, so... Well, that's the other thing, right? Like, are you writing it that way on purpose now, Broke? Thanks. Fucking troll. Okay, so this is trouble because right now I'm stuck with no magic. And I can't go over there without magic. Whatever, I'm just hyped to get the book. And I'm hyped for next season too. I just have lowered expectations. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle in the book, because I mean, in the show they really just swept some shit under the carpet whenever they needed to. Like that's the thing that bugs me. But I mean, it's TV. I can't be too harsh on it. But all right, I can, you know, I shouldn't be too harsh on it. But in the books, I suspect all this, you know, instead of only focusing on like 2 or 3 plot lines, like George is doing like 10. So I'd be more disappointed if he somehow just forgot that was important. I don't think he will. Whether or not I like what he does, I know at least it'll be well thought, you know, well thought out. I just hope it happens soon, because I'm starting to worry about that last book. And not just because he's old, it's more just that, like, it's hard to finish a series, like and especially once it's become such a big deal, like, it's a difficult thing to do. So it's not so much that I'm worried about him dying, although that's obviously always a concern for anybody, like, at, you know, at his age. But, the real issue is, like, it'd be really difficult. Like, I can't imagine what he's going through, like, 7 books. Like, I can't imagine what it was like to do, you know, second and third book after the first one got really popular. I just really hope he's not watching the show. I don't think he is. He said he isn't. Because that would also, it'd be hard not to have either the successes or failures of the show then color how you write things. And maybe then you go back and try to change things, then it just adds more time. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling here, so I'll try to cut back on the talkie. But yeah, sorry to question Cersei. I know that's a sensitive area. But also, though, that she's pregnant. Like, she can't actually be pregnant, right? Like, it can't be real. Like, I don't know. That just didn't really seem to make sense. Like, it's got to be. She's got to be trying to, like, manipulate Jaime. Like, that's the only thing I can make sense of. Like, it. Thanks, bro. No, I like talking about this stuff. It's fun. And I like. Oh shit. Okay, I might have to simmer down for a second. But I'm guessing again. My weapons are gone. What's up with that? No, but I love talking about Game of Thrones. Like, it's awesome, and it's cool that everybody seems to be so into it too. Like, whether it's show or books or whatever. I don't think she can't be, man. Like, it just doesn't really work, you know? Like, she didn't want anything to do with Jaime. I guess they did have sex one time, and it was kind of weird, rapey. I don't know. But, like, yeah, okay. That's true. But she's got to lose the kid, though, right? Like, they can't have her have a kid and then grow it up in a hurry and then we have a new heir, right? Like, it's got to die somehow, if it's real. I don't know. Something just, it just seemed strange. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, I assume that's the case, because it would seem really strange to waste time next season on a new character. Although it is kind of weird that that Jamie still left, though, once he thought there was a kid in the works. Like, he should have left a long time ago, but it is funny that he did, because that's kind of out of character, right? But anyway, Jamie should have left a long time ago. Like, they've kind of danced around the redemption thing for the whole time. He's very like, you can't really like him very much. Like, in the books, you can actually respect some things. In the show, because they drew it on for so long, it seemed like he just never got it. Like, he just always had this kind of, like, entitled, like, I don't care about anyone else. Like, you know, he didn't have as many redeeming qualities. He's got some, but it didn't seem as genuine. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. Because that's a real exciting thing to throw. I guess they want to have cliffhangers. They want people talking. I mean, it's working. It's just, I think there's so many things that got... Like, I sound like a person bitching about it. I gotta stop. Let's throw out some positives here. Because I did really like it. I just... There were some warning signs for me. And, you know... And I don't like having to make up things to make things make sense. And I kind of felt like I had to this season. I agree, Alan. I think he would have stayed. I mean, I'm glad he left, but it didn't make a whole lot of sense that that was what made him do it. Like, he should have, you know what, he should have left after he found out Tommen died. And figured that there was something funny about it. And definitely about the wildfire. Like, they just kind of pretended that... Did they even have a conversation? I remember he asked one time and she's like, meh, go away. Yeah, no, I agree. It was more like, it was more level in terms of like the highs and lows of the quality. It wasn't the same highs. Yeah, fansplaining, you're right. Like, there's been a lot of that this season. And I'm willing to do it because I'm invested in the show, right? Like, I'm not... It's past the point of me being able to say I don't care. Like, I do care and I want to see where it goes. It's just not the same kind of amazement. It's not the same kind of, you know, impressiveness as previous seasons, but whatever. It's also difficult. Again, I can't overstate this. Basically, that it's difficult to kind of wind down storylines. It's difficult to like get characters to do certain things that'll push the plot forward. But again, I just felt like the season had so much filler. Like, the fact that we had so many scenes in Winterfell just to get Littlefinger to die. Like, not necessary. Like, you could have killed him episode 2. But they wanted to stretch it out. And it's so funny that a shortened season, they had to worry about stretching things out. Like, they shouldn't have had difficulty having... Like, they shouldn't have had to use filler at all in a 7-episode season. Yeah, exactly, Alan. It just doesn't have the same wow factor. It's a decent show, but it's not like the, you know, the watershed, you know, show of like TV quality. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It wouldn't, you know what? It wouldn't even get nominated for awards, I don't think, this year if it hadn't been, you know, late. The only episode I'd say was worthy of, in terms of like just impressiveness, would have been, I forget the name of the episode. I never pay attention to that. The one with the supply chain that gets attacked by the... Although that episode did start off with a ridiculous scene, the one where Bronn swims Jaime across a lake in... You know, it looks like he's drowning, then they swim across a lake, nobody sees, and they're okay. That was a pretty ridiculous scene, but that episode as a whole was impressive. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Maybe a bomb? No, I got it. This is just like other guys up there. Just took me a couple seconds. So good. Spoils of War, thank you. Broke. You get a point too. I never pay attention to episode names or, I don't know, I'm like that for a lot of stuff, like song names, definitely album names, I don't know. Which one was Queen's Justice? I forget which one that is. I suppose where I really liked. I really should pay attention to the titles, I just don't. Probably because they also don't really market it. Like they don't, I don't know, only this year did I start watching the actual promos. Because I try to stay away from all plot, like leaks and discussion, casting, all that kind of stuff, and that's usually where they talk about the name of the episode. It's Queen's Justice. They do a lot of cool stuff though, just to even out the bullshit I've been saying. A lot of cool, what's it called, locations. Like I thought the Dragonstone was pretty decent, like the Dragonstone scenes. Yeah, like I know the big ones, especially last season, I paid more attention to that for some reason. You know what's funny? They never talked about, like, I feel like there was a lot of, like, loose strings when it came to some things. Like, you remember, the premiere of last year, Red Woman or whatever? See, I know some names. But where they had the whole thing about Mel being old, like, they never touched that again. Like, was it just supposed to be, like, kind of like a, like, ooh, she's old and she's naked, and she's also not young and hot? Like, it seemed like they were going to do something with that, but they just didn't. But we also got spoiled last season, though, because, I mean, last season ended in an epic way. Like, the last two episodes were just ridiculously good. And even, I remember, like, the Hodor reveal was touching. Like, it was, I mean, it felt bad, for sure. But, like, it was well done. Like, that was well done, too. But why do they keep killing the direwolves? That's also just frustrating for me. Yeah, it's true. But what was her name? Shit. I don't remember. I do remember, but it's not coming to me. Yes, they do. Yeah, the effects are quite good on the whites. The whites specifically are probably the best kind of like zombie-esque characters I've ever seen. Like they make everything else, including Walking Dead, look kind of amateur. Mind you, I think it's easier though because, yeah, Kinvara, you're right. It's a bit easier because they're working in like a limited color palette. So by being up north, like, it's dark, it's very white, everything's gray. Whereas if you're having to do it with lighting and color, it's difficult to make zombies or dead people look right. So that's one advantage to the shooting conditions for the whites and the White Walkers, because it's going to be actually interesting to see what happens once they go south. If you start having sunlight and stuff, and you're seeing, you know, you're seeing more detail, they might not look quite as good as when it was dark and, you know, whatever. Maybe they'll just make it winter everywhere and dark all the time, and it will still look good. But that's one of the things that kind of makes Walking Dead look less good, because, I mean, you can see everything. It's just, there's less left to the imagination. And I haven't watched it in a couple years, so maybe they've improved it. And it wasn't necessarily that I thought that it looked bad when I used to watch it, but when you see something that looks better, you notice it more. Okay, that's the same fucking door. I'm getting confused here. Okay. Let's try a different door. Because I keep thinking I'm doing a different one, but I'm not. Okay, let's go up here. I'm probably not going to be able to go in, though. Okay. Or is that the entrance? God damn. It's not good, guys. I'm not giving it 100%. I feel terrible. Okay, that's probably where he is. Let's do this just for shits. Okay, I knew that. You're gonna tell me I don't have the key, right? What's this? Oh, you know what this is? Is that these are the guys I've beaten. Okay. So there's still guys I need to beat. Let's try this guy over here. Okay, am I going crazy? Because that looks like exactly the same frickin' room. Maybe I am. Short-term memory is not doing well today. Get out of here. So now we're gonna go directly across. Unless they use the same assets. That'd be really stupid if they did. I'm gonna feel like such a moron if they did. Okay, this is the first one we went in. So now I'm not going directly across. You guys must be laughing at me in the background. So yeah, I'll pull it together. Okay, so that I've gone to. That okay, we're gonna go here. This is new. Oh great, we're gonna have these dudes. Scary faces. These guys are freaky, but they're still nothing close to the freakiness of the N64. Those guys were just creepy as fuck. Okay. Oh great, what are you? And again, my weapons are gone. What's up with that? I'm just gonna stop talking about it and just expect they're not there anymore. I forget if these goes. Sweet. Not a big fan of course, like the fairy knight. Oh, he's biting my head. It's not okay. Is the fairy still there? That'd be sweet. Fairy. Of course she's gone. Okay, this works. I like the piano music in the background, just reminding us that we're almost there. Okay, so I'm gonna need something to... There's gotta be something in here that I can turn into... Okay. Oh, those guys. Okay. I got it. Focus on you, bud. No. Okay, let's just just get rid of these so I don't get knocked with them. Great. Fuck it, I'm running for it. Oh, why? Frustration. Why is that happening? Usually that's what happens before something disappears. Run, Forrest. You better get up there. You have to do this again? Just go from the other direction. Not going so well. What do we got? A bunch of these guys. Oh, come on now. That's just irritating. I'm gonna run by you, so I really don't care about you. Oh, timing. Oh, fuck me. That was free and clear. That is frustrating. Okay. Cheap. Yeah, I know, right? Got too ahead of myself. I was on the level and I jumped off it. I'm just gonna run past these guys. Oh, close. All right, I'll take it. Can I go through here? Sweet. Another boss. No. Oh, okay. So just need light. Sometimes I have to pick this guy up and throw him against spikes over now. I think I just missed. Oh, I can kill them. Oh, I forgot. I like to kill this guy. Turns into a bunch of little guys. Oh, he's trying to push me against the spikes. But why can't I... Oh, God, that was dumb. This music actually doesn't sound like Zelda music. Wait, what was that? Okay, back here, and we get to pick which door I haven't gone through. You guys want to pick? We can't go ahead, so we've got, whatever, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I know. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm pretty sure... Actually, I'm really not sure. Maybe... Is there anything showing? $10 o'clock? Okay, let's try 10 o'clock. Yeah, there are 2 left, but this is the top left. We'll be able to tell in 2 seconds. This is one we've been to already. We'll just go through all of them. In a hurry. How does this guy spawn so quickly? Can I just leave you here? Let's just cut this. Will that stay there? Forget it. Okay, we'll try the other one. This doesn't look familiar, but I could just be wrong. Okay, this looks new. Yeah, it's new. Oh, like water. Does that mean we have to go across? I thought we could use this thing. Well, I guess because you can't. Okay, let's do it for shits, but I'm pretty sure I can. And I've got to set my weapons again. That's kind of a weird thing that I have to do. Oops. So... I'm kind of confused because... Okay, whatever, we gotta use the water. But, okay, let's just... Of course, I can't do that one. No! How bad would that be if I actually died because of that? That'd be pretty frustrating. So I'll take, you know, 3/4 of a heart damage. That was close. That was not good. Oh, I could probably actually do it on... We gotta... If I put it... Oh, not good. But maybe? No. It's difficult to tell where you are because you can't see anything like immediately below you. So you just gotta guess. Obviously, I'm not doing so hot at that. Guess. Fuck. That was luck. So you know what, I'm actually gonna take my time this time. Maybe not go quite so. You know what'd be really cool is if I could pull one of these. Shit. I could pull one of these. Let's see if this works. Of course there are enemies up here. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, Jesus. Okay, not good. That guy's just sitting up there waiting. I thought I was being clever. So, Broke, I haven't had a chance to look at your Doctor Who reviews yet. I've watched very little of the most recent Doctor. Or at least, let's say, the most recent season. I've seen none of the most recent season. Oh, come on now. This is gonna... Are you kidding me? So I'd be interested in I'd be interested in your take on the most recent season or two. Because I finally just got the ability to stream it recently, and looking forward to it. But I know nothing about it, so I was just curious what you thought. Compared to, like, the other ones. Or the last couple. I'm just really tempting fate there. I keep getting surprised that I'm going the lava there. Okay. It's gonna happen this time. Oh my god. No, I normally do. I just can't see it on TV. I like David Tennant as the Doctor. He's probably one of my favorite of the newer ones. In fact, I'm trying to think of who I actually liked. I liked him better than I liked Smith. And any of them are better than, what's his face, Eccleston. I'd say Tennant's my favorite. How does he keep jumping forward if I'm going back on the rope? Why isn't this reality? Oh, cannot believe I made that. So why do I keep making the ones I don't expect to and then not making the one I want? Oh, victory. Beautiful thing. Oh, this is not beautiful. And I've obviously got to climb. I gotta do more. It'll be really frustrating because they expect me to go all the way, and this is really gonna be weird. I don't know if I'll make this. What if they're expecting me to use water on those pillars and have it hit me up? Can't do that. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna try. Going for it. Yeah, there we go. Find your own road. Okay, so I do have another guy to fight. What do we got? Okay, this is, again... Wait, what? Now all my weapons are gone. I do not like this. Is this a bug? Seriously. The one thing I need right now I don't have. The bow and arrow. It's just gone. Can that... Seriously? What... Is that... I don't understand. I don't know what to do. Because the weapon I need, I don't have. Okay, so we got hearts. Because I gotta shoot him in the eye. It's gonna suck, because if I just die here, I'm just gonna lose all my fairies and be stuck here without fairies for Ganon. That's so confusing. Go. I don't get it. It looks like all the weapons... No, because I'm also missing the hammer. I was gonna say all the weapons I had equipped are gone, but I'm missing more than what I had equipped. Well... maybe there's something I'm missing. Let's go try. Unless I'm just doing this, but I don't think I am. He's covering it. Go. Am I supposed to fight him a different way? Because all the other guys are didn't. Okay, let's go up. Okay, so maybe we gotta do something here. Can I get up on this? Nope. I can't go in there. Closes his eye. I can't. Oh my god. Come on. Pull it together, buddy. Okay, maybe I have to get up there or something because there are different levels. Okay, oh, there we go. See, I was confused because it showed that his weakness was the eye. I'm not supposed to do that. You got it. Don't worry, guys. Oh, good. Oh, you dick. Oh my god, I know what to do, just do it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. No, I don't got it. Oh yeah. Fall down. Oh, not what I want. So now I go hit him. Or he just hits it back up. Yeah, that's what he does. He hits it back up. Can I hit him? Come on, tail. What just hit me? Run. Okay, there's some frustration brewing here, guys. Oh, missed. At least it's not hurting very much. Okay, let's see. Don't do that. Go. Do your thing. I know, right? Deep breaths, you're right. It's okay, I think I'm... I keep making some progress. But that really threw me off with the eye, and I didn't have the... I don't know. I was worried for a second. But it is weird that the stuff's just magically disappearing. I don't know what that's about. This is so much easier up here. And now I have to kill him after this. Breaks apart his... Unless it just kills him, I forget what it is. I think it just kills him. Maybe I'm not done yet. Okay, yeah. I needed something like this. Okay, let's get some light first. Is his tail still there? It is still there. Okay, let's do this real quick. Oh, why do you have to be so finicky? Okay. It didn't fall this time. That's interesting. It's just a sitting... You gonna come? What are you doing? Okay. Come on, buddy. See it. Except I want to be in there. Good job. Alright, I guess that's it. The hard part was just figuring out what the hell to do. Alright. Yeah, bugs like that. I don't know if that was supposed... I guess it was supposed to be like... I don't know, it was weird. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like that, but they never really explained it, so it's not certain that it's... normal? I don't know. Like, do I have all my stuff now? I do. So just for some reason, I couldn't... I don't know, man. I don't know. What game was it? Which NBA game? Let's max out your stats. Okay, so it's going to be this way. I never played that one. Oh, these little fuckers. Sounds ominous. And there are multiple doors, why can't there just be one? Guys, what do you want to do? Oh, really? That sucks. It's obviously a problem with the game then. Left or right? Right, it is. It's like a choose your own adventure book. Okay, so there are numbers. Cool. What do we do with that? Oh yeah, we have this little thing that talks once in a while. Remember the appearance of the room. So I'm guessing maybe the doors will have to be done in that number. Okay, so... give me 1 second, I'm going to actually get a piece of paper and a pen, just in case, because that'll really annoy me, and my memory is not good right now. 1 sec, guys. Sorry, guys. Alright. So, we got... That's 4 at the... Is that 4 or is that 3? Wait, what? Okay, I almost wrote that down wrong. That would have been really funny. 4 and 3 are reversed. Okay, so what we got? What? Okay. What are you looking at, Link? I don't see anything there. Okay, what did you just hit? Okay, what the hell is it hitting? Sword hilts of my servants who lurk deep in the darkness shall be guideposts that point to me. Did anyone see any sword hilts? I'm just gonna jump. Okay, so I guess that's where the... What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what just happened there. This is often a way you fight in other games. This isn't like me figuring out something. I guess that's probably not going to work. What? I pressed the wrong button. This mix up A and B, it's so frustrating. I guess I can't hit those back, so let's just stick with regulars. Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna try. Hit me, unless I knocked it back. Give me a blue one, bud. Okay, it did go back. Good. This was really wonky. Oh, this is easy. Okay, so I'm guessing that's what they mean, because it said how the sword hilt would point in my direction, so I guess that's my guess. Makes sense. Sticking with it. What the hell was that? Why did it make that sound? Give me a blue one. wrong with my camera? No, this is... Oh, you fucker, you're getting complicated. It takes one hit. What a weak guy. So we're going this way. Oh, I'll take your sword, thank you. It's a weird looking sword. Why does it make that sound? Okay. The angle makes it kind of hard to determine the distance here. I'm just guessing for timing. Run! I love how it's one hit. I love how it makes the secret sound when the bad guy shows up. Like, that's a good thing. Oh, I need some life here. Big time I need some life. Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, I really do need some life. What was the message retracted? What does that mean? What'd you say, broke? Bye-bye. Oh, he's not happy. This is not a happy Link. I think this is the right way. Whoop. Let's just do it again. He doesn't want to go in. It's a good thing about fairies, but I don't really want to use them on this guy. Looks like, well, that's probably it. Frustration. Maybe I'll get another fairy. Get one? Good. What? Do it again. I like this angle less. No! Damn it. Oh, I really don't like that angle. It's hard to tell. Oh, that was my fault. Of course you're gonna go red. Backwards A. Okay, this is different. That would have been so frustrating if we hadn't read. If we hadn't read that stone saying follow the hilts. Okay, I'm gonna die again. Oh my god. This is not where I wanted to die. You know what? I'm gonna, like, just in case I come across a fairy. Blue, please. Ugh. Turd. Oh, there you go. Booyah! What could this be? I mean, it's not gonna be anything I really need. I mean, it's gonna be a key or something. Oh, weird. Okay. So this is similar to what happens in Hey bud, what are you doing? Similar to what I just played Link Between Worlds not that long ago, and it's very similar. Or at least I got a similar thing. I might have actually done this. Maybe this is in Breath of the Wild too. Sacred yada yada, who cares? So I probably would like to have more arrows. So I don't know if I'll actually finish this unless I do really well on them because I don't have any fairies. It'd be cool if they let me out at this point. That would be cool. I think it's the guy. Definitely wasn't the guy I thought it was. Alright, let's do this show again. Shit, that's not bad. Piss off, guys. Don't tell me he disappeared. What? He disappeared before it hit him. That makes no sense. I couldn't tell how far that was. It's too sad. See, but he disappears before he gets. I'm so confused because he disappears before. Let's do this then. Just for shits. It didn't work either. I must be missing something here because I can't beat him on that back and forth. He disappears before I can do anything. That works though. No, see, it did disappear too early. I'm very confused. See, it goes right through him. We gotta be missing something here. Wait, why are the doors still open? Should I not be able to... And they keep giving me arrows. That makes me curious. Okay, that time it worked. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. I've hit him before. Whatever. At least I didn't die. Okay, what is this pointing at? It's pointing right here. Okay, just because I'm paranoid. Okay, so if we had to pick a door, That's not a... Well, let's just do this for shits. Okay, so if I'm supposed to follow the hilt, does this mean that door? Because that doesn't look the same. But yeah, I thought that was a door, but it's not a door. Okay, that sounds funny for sure. Oh, maybe let's... Nope. Okay, whatever, let's just... Nope. Okay, so that doesn't work. No map, thanks, bud. Okay, let's go. That didn't work. Maybe this thing? Something's definitely... Maybe the hammer? Let's try the hammer. Because there's something funny about that. It definitely does... maybe... This is my desperation move. Oh, of course there isn't. Okay, so we're gonna take this guy. Throw it. Ha! Oh, wow. I love when my last-ditch efforts work. That... I don't understand why that worked. But I will take it. Come on, fairies. Give me a fairy. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Fairy? Damn it! Anywhere? Fairy? Fairy? Okay, let's kill you first. I love he's holding his ass and crying. What the deuce? Look at the block. Oh, one of these again? Come on, guys. Let me live. Let me live. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate the support. So there's just one of these sword guys. This is just like the never-ending before. You're not dead yet? Okay. Fairy. Nope, just a heart. Wait, that gave me 2 hearts. Okay. What door? Nice, Brooke. Really? That'd be so much cooler. Stuff I could use. Like that, if I could get it. Where's my boomerang when I need it? Excellent. Seriously, like, why would I be using so much magic? Bunch of crap I don't need. Oh shit. And of course more guards, why not? They've got different helmets. That's interesting. Oh, fuck me. I did it again. Wrong. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Oops. Ah, yeah, hit each other, guys. At least the last one hit longer, I think. Oh, you're not dead yet. Great. Okay, great. I could have done that myself. Fairy? Oh, thank you. Oh my god! I did not want that. That's so frustrating. Been begging for fairies. Just get in there. Oh. So annoying. Okay, whatever. We'll be okay. So, what do I want here? Let's do this here, and just leave it like that. It's on. Why is there water in there? Why is he walking so funny? Oh, come on. We all know it's not actually real. He's walking like he's... I don't know. Uh-oh. Yes, we know you have power. Those eyebrows, though. Dude, if I'm just a little boy, why do you have to get to be massive? Well, that's weird. Yeah, these arms are weird. Okay, what am I? Okay. I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't think this is his final form. Why can't I aim this? I can't like aim it like I normally. There we go. I'm guessing I can actually hit that. Let's go. That looks like it's hittable. So now he's protecting it. A bunch of bats. Okay. Get it. Hit it. Dude, where'd you go? Okay, there we go. Seriously? Let's go. Ugh. Not thunder. Right, what did it say thunder for? Okay, let's just aim. This feels really slow right now. I feel like I'm moving really slowly. Like, much slower than usual. Okay, but I gotta hit this. Can I not hit it with my frickin'... It's not gonna work. Okay. So, I thought I had to hit that thing on his... Oh, but... Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. So can I target it? Nope. Can't target it. Okay. I'll figure this out eventually. Okay, let's just actually do something different here. Let's do okay, I need that. Okay, you know what it probably is? It's probably that. Why can't I target it? Oh, it's so slow. Okay, that didn't work. So... Nope, that didn't work. Let's try again. What? Why can't I hit that? You know what? Let's try a different... No, I can't go up there. Well, it's, no, it's the same thing I always did. I gotta be looking at this the wrong way somehow. Maybe bomb in the mouth. still think it's got to be this, though. It can't be. I never hit that one down. That'd be handy. Okay, I'm gonna try bomb this time, just because I don't know. I don't know. Oops. Good yet? Still think I'm supposed to do it. Okay, that did work. See, I don't get it. Sometimes I'm doing this and it doesn't work, and sometimes it does. Just messing with my head. Come on, man. Let's go. Okay, I guess I needed you. Well, that's interesting. Where does that go? Let's give it a go. Take it. you're kidding me. Yeah, this is amazing. This would be so much easier. What? If I had a couple of fairies. So I don't know if I'm going to do it this time. I hope there's going to be a break point somewhere here, because otherwise I'm probably doomed. I have a feeling that actually the fight moves somewhere. Oh, great. I don't know how this is going to go, guys. Something's just not going good. I'm pretty confused. It's not gonna be this time, guys. I can tell. It's not looking good. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck me, it was right there, too. Oh, come on. Yeah, but it's such a small margin of error to surviving this. Huh, I didn't think I'd get that. Not another form, come on. Crap. What am I going to do here? I've got an idea, but I might be... Whoa. Oh, I couldn't use the... I wanted to use the leaf there, but it wouldn't let me. I was hoping to glide over to one of those, Can I cut the rope? That'd be cool. Can I cut the rope? Nope. Did I get him? Nope. Nope. And I'm out of it. Did I get it? Nope. I did. So over. Oh, that worked. Why'd that work? You just hit him in the face? That's what I need. Ah! At least I got it once. Fuck off. I have that. And I'm out of... It's over. Well, it was a good fight, boys. That's so disappointing. Well, yeah, I'd like to save. Do I start somewhere good? Okay, so oh, and I've got no life. I've got no fairies. That's not good. I should be able to leave. Oh, and they don't fill up my stuff. That's so frustrating. I know, it's frustrating. I wonder if I can get out of here easily. Because I'm going to have to leave. Because there's no way I can make it. Okay. Well, I think we survive for another day. Because I gotta stop it here. That's so frustrating though. But you know what? At least we know how to kill him again. So it'd be easier next time. So tomorrow we'll be able to get him. I thought we'd be able to get him tonight, but after it was his third form and I was out of fairies, I knew it wasn't going well. Alright. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out, guys. It was fun. A little frustrating toward the end there, but whatever. It's the last boss. It's not supposed to be easy, right? But, yeah. So that's good. At least we're almost there, and we know what to do. I'll probably go back and fill up life and the fairies and whatnot. Hey, no worries, man. It was fun. Yeah, I know. I'm not happy either, bro. We'll get him. But yeah, I want to do it again, but I don't know. I can't spend another like hour and a half. I gotta get up early, unfortunately. But we'll do it again tomorrow. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.